Manny Machado have multiple home runs against Yoshinobu Yamamoto, who had the fabulous finish. Complete game in Game 2 of the World Series. Comes back in Game 6. 6 excellent innings in a victory. And then the next night, the final 2-2. It's Ronald Acuna Jr., part of a stacked Venezuelan lineup.
Acuna will get the first pitch if Yamamoto lays one in there for him, but this rest of this lineup, Garcia.
And it'll be Ronald Acuna Jr. starting it off. Boy, he and Ohtani, a couple of leadoff guys at the top of these orders. Think of it's a 1-0. And Acuna puts a charge into one. Deep right center field. And what a way to start for Acuna. He's done it again.
For a ball, second pitch fastball deposited to right center in Lone Depot, which is not easy.
Garcia skies one on the infield to the left side. It will be Okamoto, newly acquired now early. Ball and a strike on Arise, who fouls it away.
Have to be careful because some reason in the WBC, like Omar Lopez, their manager, said, he steps it up when he has Venezuela on the chest with the power.
Waits for a 2-2, and that one came close to clipping him and runs the count full.
Get Yamamoto out and get to the bullpen.
This will be the 7th pitch to Arise. Another 3-2. He fouls another one away. Go. He remembers a semifinal loss to Puerto Rico. 3-2 pitch, and Arise skies it again. Backing up is the shortstop Genda, and he's got it for the second out. Appreciate that call on the high strike from Major League umpire Chris Siegel. Dan Iasonia, the crew chief, at first. Michael Tibibijo and Tim Meyer at second and third from Colombia and Germany, respectively. On the ground to third is grabbed by Okamoto. Rest of the side retired in order, but it was Ronald Acuna. Most runs in pool play belong to Japan. 34 of them in their 4-0 sweep of Pool D. Some power, to say the least, in the top three of Ohtani, Sato, and Seiya Suzuki of the Chicago Cubs. Suarez faces Ohtani. Lefty on lefty. And Ohtani will take a strike from great big game pitcher and Ranger Suarez. Ohtani did not play.
They haven't done, and that's chase out of the strike zone.
2-1 pitch. Ohtani golfs it into right field. And the leadoff men have made an impact, to say the least. We're tied.
What a start. Are you kidding me, Adam?
That is unreal. Sato fouls it off his leg.
And that might be the most emotion I've ever seen out of Shohei Ohtani on a home run. Break him. Ohtani beat us. Well, it's hard to do that at the leading off the game.
Called strike three. Well-placed sinker by Suarez. Sato doesn't like the call, and there's one down. I think we have 5, don't we? Eaton as well.
We got Eaton, Ramirez, and then the 2 tonight. 4 in 3 games is pretty good.
That's right, yeah.
And Aaron Judge was the second hitter.
That's right. You're a second hitter when he didn't lead that off.
Because he wasn't leading off that night.
It
was a pitcher. He didn't even want to turn around and look, but he did give the courtesy glance. And I'm telling you, that is the most emotion I think I've ever seen out of Shohei and the whole Japanese team. They jumped over the railing around the field.
Suzuki takes that changeup, such an important pitch for Suarez, and it's ball 4. And aboard with 1 out are 5 lefties in the starting lineup and 4 on the bench available for Japan. Yoshida's got a couple of home runs in the tournament against Korea and Australia. He bounces one up the line foul, and it's 0-2. Had a monster WBC 3 years.
We talked about Luis Ariz and what he does when he puts on the Venezuela uniform. Yoshida is that guy for Japan. Talked to Alex Cora yesterday, and he said, we need him to pretend like he's wearing the Japanese uniform when he puts the Red Sox one back on. That's how good he's been in the WBC.
Only averaged about 9 with Toronto. He's going to join the Blue Jays this year after 11 years with the Yomiuri Giants. Yamamoto will take a nice curveball, backdoor breaking ball for a strike. This is a power hitter who dealt with an elbow injury last year and still had an OPS over 1,000. Major power hitter in the middle of this lineup. There goes the runner, pitches down and away, throw down to second base, not in time. Now, immediately, Ezequiel Tovar wants a review, getting to the base, and he is being helped off the field. As you said, AJ, that tag looked like it was on the rib of Suzuki prior to him reaching the bag and eventually sliding past it. This is a concern now for Team Japan.
And he's playing center field for him.
Yeah. You heard Tom Verducci talk about Ezequiel Tovar and the excellent numbers he's put together against Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He climbs in to lead off the Venezuelan second. And take a strike down the pipe on a slider.
Those numbers make no sense. They just don't make any sense. As good as Yamamoto is, you think no one would have numbers like that against him.
And Tovar with a charge into one to center, and this one is off the base of the wall. Tovar stays hot. That's why he's in the lineup. His numbers against Yamamoto, and he goes after the first one he sees.
This game has all the makings for a classic, Adam. I know we're only in the second inning. Both these teams are on it. They're locked in.
Tovar dancing, and Torres takes a close one for ball 2. Yamamoto going into his 3rd season in Major League Baseball with the Dodgers. Storied Japanese baseball career prior to Major League Baseball. 2-2 pitch to Torres. Hit hard to left field. Yoshida turns around, watches it go off the top of the fence. That'll score a run, and Venezuela regains the lead on an RBI double from Torres. Left fielder for the Red Sox. His Red Sox teammate, Yoshida, is currently playing that spot for the Japanese. Takes a big cut of that diving splitter.
That's the first splitter that Yamamoto has thrown. That is the typical Yamamoto split finger that we have seen with him with the Dodgers. First one that was down, first one that dove away from the lefty.
Saw opponents hit under 200. So you know Miguel Cabrera, one of the hitting coaches for Venezuela, is trying to keep his guys sharp against it. Bouncing ball, right side, and foul.
How about that as your hitting coach, Miguel Cabrera? First ballot Hall of Famer, Triple Crown winner. I thought it was hilarious when Omar Lopez, we asked him about Miggy today in our meeting. He said he yells at the play. They almost got him. Torres gets back.
So 1-2 on Abreu. Breaking ball drops outside. Abreu, a platoon guy, really. He hits right-handers 60 points better than left-handers. Two on, nobody out for the 35-year-old Perez. Takes a splitter strike.
I don't think he's going to bunt here, Adam. I don't know how many sacrifice bunts Salvador Perez has in his career, but I don't think it's very many. And when you have this guy, your captain, a Hall of Fame catcher hitting 8th. That shows you the depth.
Flies one out towards right field. Coming in quickly is Sato. Can play multiple positions for Japan. He makes the grab for the first out. A much needed one for Yamamoto here in the second. Leaning on younger players and younger players. Churio just turned 22 on Wednesday. Taps it foul, 0-2. That's how old Sal Perez was when he first joined Team Venezuela 13 years ago. Now Churio, one of the youngest, Perez, the oldest for Venezuela.
Strikes. He kind of shows it. He uses the splitter, the curveball, the slider, the cutter, all the different pitches to get the outs, mainly the splitter. He does not throw a lot of fastballs, especially when it gets hit the way Acuna hit the fastball.
There's the fastball. He gets a swing and miss on it for a strikeout, his first of the night. 2 down here in the second.
But this wasn't a strike. This ball was off the plate. It surprised Churio. He doubled up with the fastball.
More laborious second inning for Japan. Close pitch. It's in there for a strike. Yamamoto, 27 years of age. 3-time Pacific League MVP. 3 times. Ball and a strike. Acuna. Check swing roller to the right side. Maki covering a lot of ground. He'll throw out Acuna to retire the side in the second. But a couple of extra base hits got it going. Tovar keeps it going against Yamamoto. Torres drove him in. So another power hitter entering the fray in Major League Baseball. Murakami has already made an impact in the WBC. Had a huge home run against the United States in the finals 3 years ago. Part of that victory for the Japanese. It's a big cut at that sinker, and it's 1-2. Shugo Maki. 5 straight first pitch strikes dealt by Ranger Suarez.
Ranger Suarez ain't messing around.
Nope.
He doesn't need a pitch clock. He gets the ball and is going. I love it. He puts pressure on the hitters. You got to be ready. He's coming.
It's another swing and miss. That time to change up. The Venezuelan fans wanted that one. Close changeup. And Maki's still alive at 2-2.
Just a little bit low. Salvi wanted it behind the plate.
Lopez. Great coaching staff. Victor Martinez, Miguel Cabrera right there. Robinson Chirinos, Gerardo Parra, Rubles Odor. A lot of names that have a lot of experience, both playing and managing and coaching. Michael Garcia strokes one out to left field. Yoshida ranging back at the wall. It's off the fence again. And the Venezuelans are teeing off another extra base hit. And it is Michael Garcia, his 7th hit of the tournament. Will climb in with a man in scoring position. Okamoto comes in at 3rd, as does the first baseman Murakami.
And Adam, can I just say, if you haven't been to one of these WBC games, the atmosphere, especially here in Miami with Venezuela and Japan, the fans are unreal.
Day night. This is where Pool D was played with Venezuela, Dominican Republic, Nicaragua, Netherlands, and Israel. 2-strike pitch to Arise, and he leans out of the way, 2-2.
We were talking before the game about the game tomorrow.
Rise fouls it away.
Man, if I had to bet, okay. Runner on second, nobody out. If I had to take one guy in Major League Baseball to try to get him over, I would take Luis Arraez. Yamamoto is filthy nasty, but Luis Arraez bat control. Now he probably won't do it because I just said it, but you can tell by his swings he is trying to make sure he misses on the right side.
Bouncing ball to the right side. Maki has it. That'll move the runner over. And on the 49th pitch for Yamamoto, he records his 7th out. One away in the third, and Garcia to third base.
But did you see how happy Luis Arraez was right there? He hit a weak ground ball to second. He's running to first, clapping, looking at the
contest. The leash not much longer now. Suarez waves at a breaking ball. It's 0-2. Another nasty pitch that falls off the table there for Yamamoto. So good at commanding up and down, in and out of the strike zone. An 11 times seeing him. Tovar against Yamamoto. Ezequiel Tovar making his World Baseball Classic debut this year, just 24 years of age. From Maracay, Venezuela. Grew up rolling up socks into balls so that he and his family could play baseball in the middle of the street. Rounds one foul, 1-1. So many stories like that. Tovar protects the plate and grounds it foul.
If I'm Yamamoto, I just bounce another curveball. He's shown he'll chase it, Tovar will. It's slower right there. He was on that slider because it had more velocity. If you can bounce one of those
outside, he's got such a great mix. 6-pitch mix last year, as we showed you earlier. That slider is the rarest pitch in his arsenal, but he can bust it out and get some swings and misses on it too. Back to a fastball, and it's foul. It is 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Tournament so far, winning it a record 3 times. The Dominican Republic has a title, as does the United States. Payoff pitch to Genda. And he draws a walk. Second walk issued by Suarez, and the leadoff man is aboard here in the third for Japan. And don't forget who's looming now in that vaunted Pool D during pool play in their 4 games. After the conference, after Wakatsuki showed bunt, he does it again and lays down a beauty. That is beautiful, fundamental Japanese baseball that moves the man in Genda into scoring position and back to the top.
Whether they would bunt right there, and they did. And now Shohei's telling the Venezuelans, hey, give me a chance, guys.
Why wouldn't you give me a shot? Did I do something wrong? Now 2 aboard for Sato. He swings at the first Suarez offering. This is a power hitter. In fact, this is the Central League MVP a year ago who led.
Best way to make him pay for walking Shohei, not giving him a chance, to do something behind him. It's a little bit insulting when you're the guy hitting behind an intentional walk. Makes you maybe lock in a little bit more, but Ranger Suarez is a tough lefty.
Johan already communicating with the bullpen. As we said, it's been tosses. Omar Lopez said 4 innings or 60 pitches max is what he's looking for Suarez.
I think if he gets out of this inning, it might be done for him. It's been some high stress.
Sato lines one fair down the right field line. Genda will come around and score all the way into the corner for Acuna. Otani will stop at third base. An RBI double for Teruaki Sato. And this game is tied at 2 in the third.
That he's had to throw. He's thrown a few good sliders, but that changeup, which we've come to know him for, he has not been able to command at all.
Morishita bounces it foul, 1-1. Great season, as we said. You hate to lose Suzuki if you're Team Japan, but it's not a massive drop-off at the plate nor in the field with Morishita. Infield takes a step back on a 2-2. And he lifts one deep to left field. Abreu raging back. This ball is gone! And Japan takes the lead. Off the bench, Morishita delivers. injury, step up for your country, and slam a 3-run shot. Ground ball off the bat of Yoshida, picked up by Torres, and there's the second out of the third inning.
A bad changeup. I just kept talking about the changeup. That's a bad changeup. He wants it down and away. He kind of floats it down and in.